Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is your host with the most, King Gio in the house. I said I was gonna bring you Peter Gunz. I'm just waiting for him to come on, but I said 8 o'clock. I was waiting for a few, but the show must go on, right? So until Mr. Pankey, Peter Gunz comes in, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. I was doing some things well with was reviewing um his past stuff, but I really know a lot about Peter because Peter and I grew up together. But that's besides the point. I was just listening to some interviews that he was doing before. So, but I'm just waiting for him to come on. That's all. I sent him an invite again. So let's see. So as you guys know, I do lives every well at least I try to do lives every day. But sometimes work doesn't let me. But I'm trying to get this live thing going and going on. So that's why I was trying to bring you Peter Guns today. And then next Monday, I'm bringing in at 2 p.m. I'm bringing in a Puerto Rican comedian from Puerto Rico that's live. It was supposed to be this Saturday, but she sent me an email today saying that it was going to be for Monday. That she has some things, some things came into her itinerary. So I got to go by what she says. So that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm trying to get you as many people as I can. What I can't say, but I don't want to divulge too much because I want to be able to talk with Peter about this. Is they the way they because it's ironic, people say a cheater hosting cheaters, right? So I was like, when I first heard it, I was like, Peter, he's doing that. Then I called my boy, and he goes, my boy has a record. My boy has a record label. And he's like, yeah, Peter's doing cheaters. Like, all right. And then I spoke to Cheetah. I spoke to Peter, and he said, yeah, I'm doing cheaters. I was like, all right. When I spoke to him last week, I said, yo, the cheaters are gonna come on. Will you do me solid and go on my show? He's like, yeah, come on, let's do this. So I'm just waiting for him to come on. I don't know if he forgot. So all in all, it's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna text him now to see what happens. I don't know. This ain't CNN. Can't be late to the King Geo show. Get reprimanded. You know what I'm saying? So. Text it around. So for all those who are watching or who are not watching, but going to watch this later on, I am your host, King Gio. They call me Gio because it's short for Giovanni. And I've been doing live for quite some time now. It's gonna be a year. When did the Omi thing come out? Come out last year, right? In November? Yeah, it'll be November. This November to be a year that we've been doing live. Most of it was with Omi. That was a fun ride, man. That was a fun ride. Everybody's picking, oh, Omi this, and then Omi would get mad and he would say something to this, and he would jump, and he jumped on my YouTube, and then people like, well, you are guilty if you're on King Geo's page and responding to him. He used to get heated. I texted him the other day, like, don't you come back? He's like, you only want me for clout. I don't need Omi for clout. Like I was saying before, a lot of people were saying that I was doing Omi for clout. And that's not true. For those who were thinking about that, that's not true. Because when I first started this, I started doing YouTube since 2011, but I was doing the live thing. I was not doing live then, none of that. But I was doing it. And then I just came across Omi in November. And when I came across Omi, and I heard his story, like, nah, he's lying. That does not happen that way. And then I'm like, I gotta get on his back. So I started getting on his back. But I didn't know anything about clout. I didn't even know clickbait. I didn't even know anything about. I know what the word clout means. I'm clickbait. And so when they said that I was clickbait, I was like, what the hell is clickbait? I don't know anything about that. So when I learned, I was like, wait. So I had to stop some people and say, well, listen. There's no point of me getting, let's just say I get 10,000 subscribers just for doing only, or just for doing anybody for that matter. And then once I do that person, and that person becomes irrelevant, and then those 10,000 subscribers, when I do a live or when I do a video, they're not going to go on my channel. So I got 10,000 subscribers for what? For nothing. Just because of one person. So I prefer, instead of having 10,000 subscribers, I prefer having 10 subscribers that's going to watch me when I do my live. That's going to watch me when I do my videos. And that's it. I'm satisfied with that. Instead of getting 10,000 fake people that's just going to be there just to watch me. They blow up my channel for 10,000 subscribers and they just stay stagnant. And that's no fun. You know, you didn't open. I didn't get YouTube, so people can go. You know what? I got YouTube to help. And one was to help people. Number two, like when you buy a product, you know what you're buying, and if you're satisfied with it, you're satisfied with it. And this year, my channel is more of an empowerment video. An empowerment channel. I want people to succeed. I want people to whether you see that I put videos on addictions. You see I put videos on houses, how to get your own house. I want people to say, you know what? Just because I come from here doesn't mean I can go up here. If you come from here, if you come from down here, and whatever down here means to anybody, because a lot of people say, "Oh, you're from the ghetto, you're from the hood," and they have the hood here, right? And if you're white, rich, or what, I say white, and whatever it is, and you live in the suburbs, you're supposed to be here, right? But you know what? There are times that the people that live down here have more credibility and are more honest and are more loyal to the ones that are up here. So whatever this means to you, if people say you're from down here, okay, fine, you make it up here, and whatever up here to that person is can be down here. So I try to tell people, no matter where you come from, no matter where you are at, don't think of yourself as down here. Think of yourself up here, and you're gonna rise yourself. Once you have that determination that you're gonna do what you're gonna do, you do it, because it's just the same way. That's one of the reasons that I wanted to get Peter on, because I remember Peter as a kid. He always said he wanted to be a star. He said, "I want to be like Michael Jackson," because that was his favorite. That was his favorite artist. When we went to his room and you saw Michael Jackson's poster, he had his drum set, he had his piano, and that was when he was 17 years old. And to make it, and to make it the way he did, it's pretty cool. We all made it in our own little way. He did the thing he wanted to do. Another friend of mine, Guy, who has some artists, he made it to the way he did. My boy George, he's a DJ. He did whatever he did. I never thought he was going to be a DJ. I thought George was going to be something else, but not a DJ. My boy David, he did his thing. So we all drifted, but we all did our own little thing, So that was kind of cool. I mean, I always knew that Peter had the talent to be. I didn't think he was going to be a rapper. I just thought he was going to be more of either a singer or you're going to be more of an instrumental guy. But I never thought of him rapping. When I saw Deja Vu, I was like, oh man, Peter made it. The song is hype. I was like, all right, Uptown baby, that's cool. So I was like, wow. Then I saw him 3 years ago at my boy's guy's wedding. And I was like, yo, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm chilling, blah, blah, blah. And we were talking about some personal stuff, that I don't want to talk with him unless he see it. But, but it was good. It was good. And to have been born and raised in the South Bronx, let me tell you something, back in the 80s and the 90s, but back in the 80s, being raised in the South Bronx was no joke, man. It was no joke. You think things are bad now? Things were bad back then. You would get jumped just for having Nikes, for having Pumas. I used to wear Brooks shoes. I used to wear Brooks shoes. If anyone knows anything about Brooks, those were Dominic Wilkins shoes when he was playing with the Atlanta Hawks. And I like those shoes over I like those shoes over Nikes, Adidas, and all that kind of stuff. But you used to get jumped just for a pair of jeans of Lee jeans. Lee jeans, Lee, Lee jeans. They used to, back in the days, they used to take the strap of your Lee jeans. You have to take off the strap of your Lee jeans, actually, because they would take them, they would steal them. And I don't know what the hell was with the Lee jeans, that they did something with the Lee tag. I don't know. So that was a lot. Your shirty jacket, you couldn't wear a shirty jacket in the Bronx unless you were strapped. The 8-ball jacket came out. I remember the 8-ball. I didn't never like the 8-ball jacket. But there's a lot of things, there are a lot of things that, even though as bad as the South Bronx was, it made each and every one of us. Like I can tell you, if you took all of us from the South Bronx, if you took me, you took Pete, you took George, you took Guy, you took David, you took Edwin, you took all of us, and you sat us down and you would ask us, what did the South Bronx teach you? Teach you a lot. It taught us discipline. It taught us how to be in a certain way, not in a certain way. It taught us how to be humble, because you had to survive in the South Bronx. There were certain places that we wouldn't go beyond the bridge of the South Bronx, because you got the projects, and you got James Monroe High School. You have this the Zulu Nation by there. You couldn't go there if you weren't from that block. You get jumped. Playing community, you get jumped. School had wars. One high school had not one high school. Roosevelt High School had a war with everybody, and then you had James Monroe had it with Stevenson High School, and then Stevenson High School had it with this. Morris High School had it with that. Taft High School had it with this. I think Taft and Roosevelt had a beef. The only one that I didn't see that had a beef was JFK, Kennedy High School. Kennedy High School was full of white boys. Who they gonna have beef with? No one's gonna go all the way down to 231st to start shit. That's whack. The other school that was there, what was the other school next to Ross High School Science, which that's where I went to. And those nerds weren't gonna go over there. We're gonna do what our pencil stilts, and a little. I used to wear, instead of a book bag, a little hand carry a suit. Yeah, Bruce, we old, son. We are old, man. I remember. I tell you a story. I remember. I used to go to the Dover Theater. If you go to 174th and Vice Avenue, 174th and Vice Avenue, see it? You walk down the hill underneath the train, and there was the Dover Theater. The Dover Theater for $5. You buy the ticket, popcorn, and a soda. I saw mad movies in that theater. And then we had a little game. And then we had a little game shop right there. And then on Saturdays, we would go to Cortona Park and play there, baseball with the family. We would go to Randall's Island and play there with my family. Bruce was part of that. Bruce tried to play, but he was too little to play. But we let him back. So but the South Bronx, bro, the South Bronx now is not somebody. We play stickball, we play handball, a lot of stickball though. We played in the park right there. There's more between 174th Vice and 173rd. We had a small little park. We played baseball there with a tennis ball. We had fun. We used to play football with no gear in the streets. We had a place also on Hoe Avenue. 173rd and Vice is here. Hoe Avenue is Hoe Avenue, HOE. And in the corner over there, they had Boys and Girls Club. And then across from the Boys and Girls Club, on the other side of Hoe Avenue, they had a lot. And that lot was empty, but it was a good lot though. And and that lot, there was rocks, and we used to always play. I mean, every Saturday we used to play football, no matter what. Not every Saturday. We used to play football, no matter what. No equipment, no nothing. I used to remember Pete used to go, I want Skinny Boy Gio because he got moves. And I was mad skinny. I was like maybe $110. Yeah, I know. Bruce is my nephew, and Bruce was from 176 in Walton. That Walton was no joke. I remember. And this is you have to laugh because people are bad. I remember back in the day, the VCR was the shit. So I remember Bruce's dad comes over. He goes, yo, I bought a VCR, right? So I was like, yo, how much you pay for that? They're like $25, like $25 for a VCR. The VCRs back in the days were expensive, like 100 something, 120, $150. And I touched the box, and I'm like, this is kind of heavy for a VCR. And when his dad opened it up, all he had was bricks inside. They sold them with bricks. And I was like, I told his dad, didn't you care looking at this, bro? Didn't you bother checking it out before you even gave the guy the money? But it was fun though. It was fun. Yeah, Tony, bro. Tony, I used to my nephew, may he rest in peace. He was a gem. He was a gem. He was an angel. He was an angel. He was God's gift. Bruce was a pain in the ass. I used to beat Bruce all the time on Nintendo. Mike Tyson, I used to beat him up. He used to cry. Uncle G, you're not playing fair. But to be truth be told, Bruce is my favorite because I watched Bruce grow up. You know what I mean? And we always hung out. He always defended me when I drank. Oh, you want to say, were you drinking? No, Uncle G, I wasn't drinking. So you gotta love your nephew when he says Uncle G, I wasn't drinking. He never, to this day, well, I can't say that not to this day, but to the last day that I was at his house, he never ratted me out. And he knew I was drinking. I always brought the beer home. Well, my sister was like, did y'all have beer? No, we don't go no beer. And we did. Well, I did. But he never ratted me out. So that's good. So when you have a nephew like that, he has to be your favorite, bro. And Tony was my favorite too, because but they both, Tony and Bruce, were two different people, the two different nephews. Tony was loving, caring. He was that charm that you wanted, And Bruce was the same way, but Bruce was more rugged, like his dad. When as he got older, to get to say I love you, that was kind of hard. Because like his dad is rough. But Tony was different. Tony was like, he would be calling me at 1 o'clock in the morning. Well, Tony, what you doing? Call me at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm bored. So when you're bored, you call me. And I used to mess with Tony, and I miss you to this day. I miss his phone calls. And I got my nieces, but I didn't spend too much time with my nieces. I think much of that they were 2 or 3 years old. So I guess this Peter thing is not going to be given. Hey, I did my best. I texted him. I said, "Are we on?" And he hasn't responded to me. So I did my job, right? I did my job. Shaved ice. Shaved ice. Those I remember I used to love cherries. Remember that? Remember the cherries one, Bruce? When you see that guy, I want to be one of those guys. He had this. It's not like now, bro. You will see this guy with a cinder block of ice. And a shaver, and a cone. Hey, what you want? What flavor? I used to always say cherry. Cherry, Bruce, cherry. There you go. That was the bomb back then. And then you hear Mr. Softy coming down the street. Whoop, Mr. Softy. You could tell you're Puerto Rican when your mom is yelling out the window, I don't got no money. Or when she does that, instead of my mom saying, come pick it up, I will get the elevator, go pick it up, when she throws it out the window. You wrap it up in $1, put $1.25 on the corner, and throw it. And you have to know how to catch it. Once that hit your hand, boom, that hurt. Yeah, cherry was the bomb back then. They don't do that anymore like they do it. But they don't do that now like they did before. We had fun. I can say we had fun. Back in the days, we had fun. So I can't. This never existed back in the day. So. While we had everybody that was born in the 80s and the 90s, they would know that they came out with the Donkey Kong game with something like this, but it was an orange. We played Mario Brothers. Mario Brothers was there. You used to play Mario, Miss Pac-Man. All those little games came in something like this small. It used to cost like $50 or $60. When Atari first came out, ColecoVision, Atari was more famous than ColecoVision. But Atari was shit until Nintendo came out. Then when Nintendo came out, that shit blew up. You know, my favorite game of Nintendo was I used to play a lot with Bruce, with Mike Tyson, and then Mike Tyson, and then it was the WWE. But I didn't play that much WWE because I didn't know the much of wrestling. You know, I knew who the wrestlers were, but since wrestling is whack and fake, yeah, I said it, Bruce. You know, but anyway. But those were the things, and then I got a code how to cheat Mike Tyson, and how you would get Mike Tyson to go past all those rounds and go to the champion. I mean, to the champion. That was cool. We didn't have none of this internet that you this and you that. Yo, if you wanted to talk to a girl, there was none of that. You want to talk to a girl in school, and you was shy like I was. Yo, you give a note. You go pass it on to her. You go to the girl. Give it to her. That's the way you do it. Not that nowadays you text a girl, blah, 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 blah. Shit, one of my ex-girlfriends broke up with me on a text, bro. On a beeper. She said, you know, we are together. I care about you, but I cannot be with you anymore. So instead of telling me face to face, yo, G, I cannot be with you. Or for whatever reason, I accept that as a man. You broke up with me on a beeper? Come on, that's kind of shiesty now. What kind of shit is that? Break up with me on a beeper. I didn't ask you out on a beeper, right? I asked you out in person. But yeah, but back in those days, if you had a beeper, you were the man. If you had a cell phone, the cell phone was huge back in the days. That shit was like this big, bro. Hey, you guys saw Saved by the Bell. Remember when Zach had his white phone? Same thing. The same thing. But it was fun times. It was fun times. I would never trade those days for today. Today there's no ingenuity. There's no thought. You know, you could play hide and go seek. You could play tag. You can play anything in the street. Now kids nowadays they don't have that innovation, that mentality of, you know, let's do something fun. If it's not this, they're not happy. If it's not this, they're not happy. A kid nowadays will prefer you prefer that you don't give him allowance or her give him allowance than take away the phone. They live by the phone. They go to the bathroom and take a shit. They take the phone. You're like, really? You gotta do that? Come on. I got my son. I tell my son, yo, drop the game. What you doing? And come talk to me. Okay, dude. But if not, he'll let me wait for hours. You know, I'm going to do a show one of these days, probably soon. The 80s come back. And I want to see, you know, we used to do, like, there was a lot of mama jokes back then. And I had in YouTube, like 2 months ago, I told this kid, yo, let's do some mama jokes. Like, I would do my late night. And he's like, yo, you know, if I do mama jokes, he was like, if I do mama jokes, people are going to get mad. I'm like, yo, I just said this is a mama joke. No one's going to get mad. We do mama jokes. I said, I'll give you $5 for you to give me one good mama joke. But he never did. I was going to send him $5 anyway. I was going to send it to him, but you know, stuff like that. So, you know, that we were creative. And that wasn't a fight. And when we fought with the way I fought, I remember I had a fight one time. I was in school, I was in 6th grade. I used to live on White Place. Not White. That's down by Roberto Clemente Park. And I came out of school, and I tell you what I did. What I did was that this kid took a fake gun to school, but it was a lighter gun. And I liked it. So I took his gun, I put it in my book bag. And the kid was flipping. And he was like, where's my toy? Where's my toy? I'm like, well, I don't know where that. So he started checking everybody's bag. And when he checked my bag, he goes, yo, Gio, you got my shit, man? Yo, we're gonna fight. And I'm not a fighter. I'm like, nah, man, we're gonna fight. Yo, man, at 3:00, when I can see you outside, we're gonna fight. And I'm like, at 3:00, what the fuck is this? A movie? This is California? Who steps out of fight at 3:00? Either we fight here or we don't fight at all. That's what I was thinking to myself. I was like, what the fuck is that shit? So anyway, 3:00 came. We were outside the school. Everybody surrounded us. It was me and this black guy. And he goes, you throw first. And I'm like, no, you throw first. No, you throw first. It was like we were going back and forth. You throw first, I throw first kind of shit, right? But yeah, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. So when he said you throw first, I was like, okay, bam! And I hit him when I busted his lip. I was like, oh shit. And my hand got nervous. Like, I used to shake when I used to fight. And I got all nervous, and then I walked up the hill. And when I walked up the hill, I had to go around to go to my house, like 3 blocks, and then come down the hill. The hill that I came down in, this kid that I just hit lived in a corner block right there, the corner building. I'm like, oh shit, what if he goes to the block? What if he goes to his house right now as I'm going by? As I'm walking down, he's walking this way, I'm coming down this way. And I was scared shit. I was like, oh man, fuck that. I was like, oh man. So that didn't happen. Then I saw him like 20 years later on the 4 train, and he didn't recognize me, but I recognized him by seeing him. Yo, he was huge. He was like 6'6" that time. And I'm like, nah, man, he might want to get retribution, bro. So you bring the phone? Bring the phone what? Nah, it's not the same thing, bro. We gotta expand our mind in order for us to think. I mean, to do things. Nowadays, kids don't expand their minds. Yeah, so he stayed 31. I don't think he's gonna come in because he hasn't even texted me yet. But that's so cool. That's so cool. As you can see, I text him. Let me see. Wait, let me turn this light off. Hold on a minute. Okay. But it is what it is, bro. But that's okay. Things like this happen to us superstars. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. But hey, you guys can stay on here and we can chat, man. We can talk. Let's make us relevant. Yeah, so now, I don't need to bring this up for all you guys who are Republicans. Donald Trump's boy Woodrow just put out some tapes of Donald Trump talking and downplaying the COVID and doing a lot of things that he wasn't supposed to be doing. And just like a few hours ago, Donald Trump was giving a speech, but he was so nonchalant. He was he was non-Trump. You know, he was always boisterous and all that. Yeah, bro. Yo, give a kid a tape right now. Yo, for all you guys who don't know what a tape is, you give a kid a tape right now. They don't know what a tape recorder is. They're like, what is that? Yo, Bruce's father had a big ass boombox. I shit you not. This shit was like this huge, and it was gold color. And then that motherfucker, it was gold color, and then he had red button to turn it off, and he had another button for an alarm. Fucking alarm. Like, this motherfucker has an alarm? What kind of shit is this? I had an alarm. And then you had to take the tapes, and then you I'll show you what. Let me just show you. But they were like this. These are the tapes of before, bro. That. And when that little string came out of here, you used to take a little out of your finger and go like this to it, right? Either that or you take a pencil, and then when you hear your music on the radio, you have because I always wanted the radio to record. So when I hear my favorite music on the radio, you record it. You became your own little DJ right there because you would record. Commercial came on, you put it in pause. You put it in pause. Yeah, they had no Apple Music back then. Now you had to dub your own tape. That's true, man. Yeah, we used to have 8-tracks in the car. I remember my father used to have an 8-track in his car. And those 8-tracks was huge. They're like this big. And you just put it in, boom. Like with 4 holes in the top. This is the 8-track, and they had 4 holes here. Yo, those were the days, man. You open up the pump in the summertime, and you open that water, put the hydrant, and you take a can, you open it up from both sides, and you put the can there, and you get wet. Or they did a black party. That shit was the bomb. A black party. I had fun, bro. I can't say. And when Bruce was at 176, we used to play baseball right there in front of his house because they had a school there. They had a yard for the kids to go play, and we used to play baseball there. And that was wild too, bro. 176 and 1. Ooh. I used to hate to go outside. You know, if you weren't from around there, they'd be looking at you bad. I don't know how to run. I was never good with my hands though. I was good with my feet. Not running though. Karate. But I was good with my feet. You know, but those were the days. And the South Bronx taught you a lot, man. If you made it in the South Bronx and wherever you go, and because you know we had a stigma. I used to be careful who I used to tell to or where I'm from because that stigma. Oh, you're from the Bronx? You a thug, man. We don't want you here. We're not gonna hire you. I used to be very careful with that. You know, the one thing that helped me throughout my years at jobs is because I've hung out with so many people from so many different backgrounds that I've gotten to learn what each culture is about. I could sit down with the president of a company and I can bullshit my way to him. I can bullshit my way to the top because I know how to speak to that person. I was never into talking that street slang. I was never into that. That was not my thing. I can speak street slang. I can hang with you in the street slang. I can do all of that. My daughter, my kids are like, yo, dad, you ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to be cool. You know what I'm saying? But I can do all that. Hey, got ladies, I can do all that. But I've learned that as life goes on, wherever you go, you got to be careful who you tell you. Well, back then, who you told you were from the Bronx, because the minute you said you were from the Bronx, they would chastise you. They would cast you out. And I didn't want that. I wanted doors to open for me. So I would sit down in a job interview and I would literally tell the guy what he or she wanted to hear. Oh, where you from New York? What part of New York from? Oh, I'm from wherever I thought I would fit in. Because when the minute you said you're from the South Bronx, boom, you're from the South Bronx, and you a thug. And you don't want to be perceived like that. You know, I wanted people to hire me on my merit, or at least, on good faith that that I was going to give you 100% of my, I was going to give you 100% of my undivided attention. I was going to give you what I could. But the stigma was that we were from the Bronx. We were no good. If you look back in the Bronx, if you look tapes from the Bronx back in the 80s, you had rundown buildings, you had abandoned cars. I mean, there was a lot of the South Bronx was ghetto. It was real ghetto. And when I talk about ghettos, I mean you back in the days. This is how people sold their drugs back in the days. You would knock on an apartment door, knock on the door. If you know what a peephole is, open the peephole. You put your money, they put the drug, and you're out. That's how it was. You said there was a lot of abandoned buildings in the South Bronx. I mean, a lot. You can easily get lost, and that's why there was a lot of poverty in the Bronx. So it was more like be careful who you tell to, and a lot of girls were different. Girls, when you tell them you're from the South Bronx, either they like that or they didn't like that. When I went down south and I went to Florida, girls were enamored with the mere fact that, number one, my name was Giovanni, and number two, I'm Puerto Rican and I'm from New York. Back in the days, Florida girls love New Yorkers, love Puerto Rican men. Yep, the Reaganator. I remember Ronald Reagan very well. A man who never accepted AIDS. A man who never said the word AIDS to the end. Until so millions of Americans died because of AIDS. Because they said it was a gay disease. The gay plague. Yo, Bruce, you remember the... Yo, I used to hate this part, bro. When my mom used to go, yo, G, we're going to go get government cheese. Like, what? Yo, we had a whole brick. I'm talking about brick this long of government cheese. Those cheese that you see when you buy a sandwich. Yo, let me get a sandwich on a hero or on a bun. And that black, you see, yo, we used to wait in line for hours to get government cheese. Yo, we had food stamps, bro, food stamp and paper. It's not like the card now. It's papers. If you Google it, food stamps from the 80s, it was papers. They used to go to China. They're not supposed to, but we used to go to Chinese, and the Chinese used to give you. I go, no, I don't take a food stamp. I just shit, do you fuck? You take food stamp? Shit, I buy here all the time. What you want? And you with $3, you can get a small little pork for rice and a soda. That was the shit. All that with food stamp. You could have changed your food stamps too. You could have bought hot sandwiches. You could have bought this. There was a lot of things you could have bought with food stamp, bro. A lot that you weren't supposed to, but we did anyway. Those are the things that we did, man. We grew up in an age that to this day that made us and who have defied us of who we are today. And I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed to say I'm from the South Bronx. I'm proud from where I come from. I'm proud. Yo, a fistful of stamp you were born in. Yo, my mom just sent me to the store to buy beer with stamps, yo. Like, yo, mom, really? But stamp was the shit, bro. Yo, you saw, yo, I'm not lying to you. Let me see if I can find you food stamp from the old days, so you guys can see what food stamps was about. I put food stamps 1980 images. Yo, this is how food stamp was. They came. Well, I put it that way. I'm gonna show you another one, which is even better. Okay, they were like this. These were the food stamps from before. Food coupons. So you had $1 bill, you had the $5 bill, and they came like this, right? So you came like, see, food stamp coupon. So that one was a value of $7, and that was food coupons value $65. So you would take this right here. Right, this food stamp, which is paper, right? They were paper, and that's how you will buy your food with that. They was like, yo, we can't sell you hot food. Nigga, you can sell me hot food. We buy hot food here all the time because they didn't know you. If they didn't know you, they wouldn't sell to you because it's illegal. Shit happened like 30 years ago. So it was illegal. I seen people buy Lucy's, beers. The first thing I did, when I became of age, by that time I was an alcoholic. When I was 18 years old, I'm not ashamed of it. And I used to grab my food stamp, go to the food stamp over, get emergency food stamp that same day, and boom, went to the store. Because I already know the store, I knew the owner of the store. And my food stamp, man, my beer with that shit. And I know a lot of people probably be saying, "Oh, that's why society is the way it is today." Because people like you, I don't care. I had fun, and to this day, people still do it. The only thing that I feel bad about that era is that Bruce's father used to have a lot of comic books, and I sold them. He had good comic books. He had some huge comic books. I'm talking about like this. He had comic books worth 5 cents, worth 10 cents. Had I known then what I know now, I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have sold it. Yeah, that's true. The secret society, because they wouldn't sell you if you was, if they didn't know you, because they didn't want to get in trouble. If they didn't know you, they didn't want to get in trouble. That was our secret society. That was like a little breakfast club. Well, I would like to apologize to those who came in to see Peter Gunz, and unfortunately, that didn't give. I text him. He hasn't sent me back a message. I sent him an email. I'm gonna do it again now. Let's see if he wants to come on. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Let's see. Invite. Gmail. So let's see. Born to be wild. This is my second one sending to him, so it's sending. Yo, who wants to be in my StreamYard live right now? And we can talk. I'll send you an invite, send me your email, and we'll talk. And I'll put you on camera. What up? Don't be shy, man. Fame only comes once. Fame only comes once. Yeah. I was looking forward to the conversation with Pete, but it is what it is, bro. Next, don't forget Monday at 2:00. She is definite because she gave me the actress, but it's gonna be in Spanish, guys. So the actress from Puerto Rico, she gave me an interview last month, and we did it through Zoom, but I forgot to record it, so I asked her again because she grabbed me another interview. She goes, of course. So I have to say thank you for that. Her name is Suzette Baco. I'm gonna put it here. So for all you Spanish people who are out there, and even English, you can look her up. She is on Facebook. And don't forget that I have my the fiber in Westchester. But I wasn't in Westchester until your mom, Bruce. I wasn't in Westchester until your mom moved to Yonkers. And when your mom moved to Yonkers, that's when I got my side hustle from that Dominican store that was down like 3 or 4 blocks from your house. Then when I got married, I got my side hustle from another Dominican guy. Yes, they have page management, but you have to look for page management. If you got to look for it, you got to Google it. So yeah. So back in the days, that's what it was, son. That's what it was. It was cool, man. And I wanted to share some things with Pete because Pete was like, we took to a baseball game one time. We played baseball because the other team had Rangers. And Pete was 17 years old. I was 14. The other team took the other kids took a guy. They said they were 15, but they were like 18 years old. So we took Pete with us. And our baseball manager, Robert, at that time, was like, he introduced Pete, and the manager was like, yo, how old is he? How old is he? Was, he's 15. Show his paper. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. You didn't show his papers from you guys, so we didn't show you papers. And that day we played. It was us versus Lambert Hill, and we won that game. We did an all-star. Check this out. It was us versus a whole entire league. The league had different players. They didn't want to choose none of us to be in the all-star. So what we did was that our manager Robert, may he rest in peace, somehow he got the league to play against us in the all-star, and we won the game. Lambert Hill. That was right there by the Bronx Zoo. Yeah, so we had fun, man. We had a lot of fun. It's not like now. I wish my kid could have gone back and see, how cool we were with the bell bottoms, and I never had bell bottoms, but came close to it. I came close to it though. It really did. Back in the days, you kids didn't do their eyebrows like they do now. You know, they didn't the eyebrows roll. They don't do that. They didn't do that back then. But it was fun time, man. Like I said, the South Bronx taught us a lot, man. If you came from the South Bronx in the 80s and 90s, and you made it the way you wanted to make it, not the way society tells you to make it. Hey, what's up, Dave? Papa Grizz 56 made you. And who's Papa Grizz 56? Who made me? I haven't been made yet, bro. I ain't from the FBI. I ain't no snitch. I haven't been made, so I don't know what you're talking about. What you talking about, Dave? What you talking about? A live streamer? Oh, and how did you make me? How did Papa Grizz 56 make me? Or whoever it was, whoever took me to the top. Because I don't have to have a million viewers to be on the top. I want to say thank you. A lot of people get fixated on the idea that you need a million views or you need a million subscribers, you know, to make it on YouTube. I'm happy with what I have. You know, well, of course, I want to get bigger because then, you know, I want my channel to get bigger and stuff like that, of course. But if it doesn't happen, I'm content with 2 or 3 people being in my live stream. We talk, we chat. Call out Capote podcast. Capote. Where's Capote podcast? What is it about? If you want me to put your podcast, give me your email, and we do a live stream right now. And you tell me what's about what your podcast about. So some of my listeners, some of my subscribers can see you. Compo podcast, all right. Oh, he bad. That's what call out Compo podcast. He bashes people. Is he any good at bashing people? Let me see something. Sometimes my internet is good. Sometimes my internet sucks. Spectrum sucks. He's all drama. What up, Mr. Random? Yo, Mr. Random, I'm mad at you because you fed the homeless, and you didn't let me know that you was going to do that. I would have sent you some money, bro. Guys, go over to Mr. Random's website, YouTube channel. Sign up because he has a good channel there. He's funny with his Uncle Neffy. I gave his uncle one time $2, bro, and he shit on me on YouTube. What am I going to do with $2? Blah, 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 blah. But I had to laugh, because, my boy, Mr. Random, just got he's over his 1,000 subscribers. He got his 4,000 views. It's his 4,000 hours. So I'm like, it's not much, but when you start him, hit him off with $2. And he said, what am I going to do with $2? I'm like, okay, no problem. Let's cow pot. Wait, this is different. That's good, Mr. Random, Mr. Good. Yeah, I saw you that you went and you helped, and you went to help the homeless. Hey guys, I want you guys to know, please join me. If you're not familiar, please go to my one of my videos and look at the story what I did with Amelia Braxton's mother. That's a young girl who got run over by a car in Mississippi. I spoke to her mother yesterday, and in October 8th or 7th, she's going to go back to Mississippi, and with Black Lives Matter, and they're going to do a protest for justice. So if you guys have a channel or whatever it be, if you guys want to tune in, hopefully my channel is going to be there alive. I might personally may not make it, but I have someone go there, or she will do it live for me. She was streaming live for me, so you guys can see and give this young little girl a voice of justice, because it's incredible that this little girl was ran over. All right, Mr. Random, thank you for the $5, Mr. Random, with your super sticker. You're the man. And this young girl was run over, and Karen is her name, Karen Carpenter, a real Karen, not like the men that we do now. Ran this little girl over, 7 years old. She was standing in her driveway. This lady came over and ran. So the district attorney they tried to do something, but it wasn't enough. And the funny thing about it is that another kid passed away, but he was white. And those charges that they didn't give Karen Carpenter, they gave it to this guy who ran over this young boy, because the young boy was white and the driver was black. And here the young girl was black and the driver was white. So that's a double standard. And I want you guys, October the 7th, the 8th, look at my video, the Andrea Braxton, the Amia Braxton story. And I'm gonna do an update pretty soon, because I'm gonna do another video with her and her husband. And I want to blow this up. It's injustice that a young girl, 7 years old, she was days away from her birthday, gets run over by a car, and the district attorney cannot press charges on her because they don't have. First of all, it's just idiotic, plain idiotic. Yeah. So Mr. Randall gave me $5, right? So I have to boost up his channel now. $5. I'm gonna go to his channel. You gotta boost $5. Oh, nah. But Mr. Randall got a good channel, man. Mr. Randall came to my channel back in January, and this cat only had, like, not to lie to you, like maybe had like 60 or 70 subscribers. Now he has 1,400. He passed me. Am I hating? No, I'm not hating, bro. It's all good, man. I want everybody to do good. And I told them this year was going to be his year. I said, everybody, 2020 is our year. Back in January 1st, I said, 2020 is our year. I said, don't say it, just do it. And look at that. He got 1,400 plus subscribers. And that's good. And he just got monetized. So that's awesome. So congratulations on that. And Mansa Jr., he has a YouTube channel. He also surpassed me. And Mansa was not even known. He was doing his thing. And he kept on grinding. And he passed me. Am I mad? No. I'm mad that he doesn't call me that little freak. But I'm all good. I know he's busy, stuff like that. I'll give him a call later on and see what he's doing. But yeah, but all those people that started with me, Mansa, Mr. Random, they all moved up, and that's good, man. I'm happy for you guys. I really am. So I'm cool with that. So Dave said that Cowpote he's a basher. He bashes people on YouTube, and that I should subscribe to him. I don't know. I might do that. I don't know. So yeah, so Mr. Randall on his channel, he fixes a lot of cars. I want to take my car to him, but that's too far though. Now, if he picked the car up, took it back there and brought it back, all free of charge, of course. Nah, I'm just joking, bro. Nah, but serious on a serious tip, it was good. But I'm happy. And then what were you doing, Mr. Random, in your house? You were doing he was doing a shed, but the shed looked more like a house. He said it was a shed. I said it's a house, but hey, he's the carpenter, he's the architect, so he knows what he's doing. But I think I don't think I know he finished it, because when I was watching his channel, it was more than 3/4 done. But he's doing a car. He's taking like 6. He's taking, like, you know how the Jews went from Egypt to Jerusalem. It took him 40 years. I think that's how long it's going to take Mr. Random for that car. I'm just messing with you, Mr. Random. You know it's mad love for you, bro. Yeah, you gotta keep pushing, man. I gotta keep pushing. We all gotta keep pushing, man. We can't stay stagnant. My thing was that when I came from South, when I went from New York to North Carolina, and I stood stagnant, and I wasn't posting too many videos. That's when everything went down. And to be honest with you, we really didn't want to do the Omi thing because it got played out, bro. Omi gets played out after a while. You know. So here we are. So here we are. You know, I pushed Mr. Random's channel. I pushed that through. Mr. Random. The other day I did a channel. I mean, I did a video, and I told him to go to your channel, and I told him to go to the Master channel. Jumbo 203. I also told people to go to his channel. His channel is small, but it's gonna grow. You know, but you know, I got faithful, like Mr. Random is faithful, Master's faithful, Jimbo is faithful, Axel Rod is faithful, Charles Johnson is faithful, Charles McCool, you know, who was Michael Medina, great guy. He's faithful. You know, he comes on my channel. You know, he was the one that I gave the 2 action to. He's the one that I gave his son the 2 action figures to. Hey, Mr. Random, make sure that if you can when you go to your channel, tell your peeps to come to my channel, subscribe, because on November 13th, I'm doing a giveaway for Call of Duty Cold War. But they have to subscribe to my channel. And as a matter of fact, I got to put 2 people on this piece of paper because they're new. And I don't want to mess them up. And I want to make sure that I put them on. So when I do when it's not going to really raffle, you know, but when I do my selection, I put their names into it. So the names that I got here that are new is I gotta go to my YouTube channel. Hold on a minute. It is, let me see. Okay. The Paloma, that's a girl. I gotta put her name down. She's a new subscriber. Her. Michael's already there. All these people are already there. But what I'm gonna do is that those people who have always been following me, I'm gonna put your names in the bag, and you're gonna see when I put them in, or if not, just trust me. I'm gonna take them out November the 13th. And that's what I'm gonna take all your names, the ones who have been following me for real. Pick your names. The new ones, I'm gonna put your names. Hey, what's up, Blanks? I'm gonna take your names. You're there too, Blanks. And then I'm gonna do a drawing. And then that drawing, and then I'm gonna see who gets the video game. Gio is a never Trumper. No. Bro, how can I be Blanks? How can I be a Trumper, bro? What's wrong with you? There was a guy that just subscribed yesterday. Luis Andres. He goes, I got Paloma and Luis Andres. Those are the 2 guys who, for that girl, the girl, or Luis Andres Murga, Durante. Blanks, how is the U.S. going to become a communist country? That's never going to happen, bro. If you keep listening to the right wing, that Biden's going to take. Biden cannot take anything that's given to you already by Congress. It's in the Constitution. So stop saying that the Second Amendment is going to be taken away. This country will never be a communist country. Come on. You guys cannot believe that. You cannot believe the right wing, bro. Blank is just so. You and old boy the other night was begging for it, bro. Bring it on, Blanks. Bring it on, bro. Bring me facts. Just like today, when Woodrow, Trump's buddy, came out with tapes, damaging tapes on Donald Trump, speaking on how he downplayed the coronavirus. How he did so many things to benefit himself. Those were tapes. Those are tapes that came out today from Woodrow. From today. Woodrow was one of his men. One of his men. All right? One of his men. And then today, Trump, when he did his news conference, was nonchalant. Your man's going down, Blanche. Your man's going down. Right, Mr. Random? Mr. Trump is going down. Yo, I got nothing against Trump because I don't know him personally. But I've seen the shady deals that he has done because I'm from New York. And I know of Trump. I know of his shady deals. The man's a greedy man. And anyone who's a billionaire, just like Michael Bloomberg, who becomes a governor, a mayor, or a president, is out of their own greed. They're not looking to help you out. They're not looking to help me out. They have an agenda. That agenda is I became president of the United States because being a billionaire is not good enough. Being a billionaire is not good enough. So let me go for president of the United States. His own words, a few years ago, his own words, and you can see the video because I posted it. Donald Trump said, the economy is always better when Democrats are running it. His words. Now, Donald Trump has always given to both Republicans and Democrats because he wants his agenda to go forward. Stop it, Blanks. If you're gonna come with me, come to me with ammo. Boom, 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 boom. Now we just hearsay or that like Candace Owens when she told Cardi B, you know, Cardi B, that Donald J. Trump is the only president who is for gay marriages. Not Barack Obama, because Barack Obama only agreed to it on his second term. Come on, people. But Barack Obama never said he was against gay marriage. If you were successful, you would be a Republican, but the fact is you're not. Okay. Wait, how am I not successful? Because I'm not successful because I don't have millions. I'm not successful to who? To you? Tell me, I'm not successful to you. Is that it? So success means money. Success means I have to have a business for me to succeed. I appreciate it, Blanks. But tell me, do I have to own a business? So you say yes. So I have to own a business for me to be successful. No, I don't. Because I don't want to own a business. If I wanted to own a business, trust me, I would have owned the business. The one thing I would have owned, to be honest with you, it would have been a restaurant. Because I love to cook. I love that. But that's not where I want to go. I want my route. For me, success in life is totally different from what you think success in life is. For me, I'm satisfied if I can help you out. I'm satisfied if I can help another man out. I'm satisfied that with my experience of when I was an alcoholic, that I can help another person become sober and stay sober. That to me, for me, that is success. I don't need money. I don't need fame. I don't need none of that, because at the end of the day, when I die, I'm not going to take none of that crap shit. I'm not going to take none of that with me. So if to you, if success means that I need a business and I have to employ people, then I'm a bum. Bro, my restaurant would be the bomb, yo. Because all I would serve is cat and dogs. It's real, bro. I'm like, but not really, bro. Let me ask you, what kind of business are you in, Blanks? Tell me, what's your business? Who do you employ? Not who. How many people you employ? No, answer my question. I left it for 3 months. Tell me, who do you employ, my brother? What's your business? What you do? You do inventions. Okay. Has your invention made money? Has it hit off? Are you patented? Intellectual properties. Okay. Have you made money out of that? Do you employ people? Was it because intellectual property? You're not employing nobody, because that's all you. You got. Do you have your patents for your inventions? Maybe. Oh, maybe. All right. Now he says not. Now he's turning his tone. Maybe. So if you're successful in your eyes, if you're successful like the way you see, because you say you're successful, I mean, you're a Republican, whatever it can be. So what's up? Look, I got super chat. So hit some of that money to me, bro. Mr. Randy just gave me $5. So if you're successful, pass on that blessing, bro. Because when I don't got, I still pass. I didn't have last year, and last year I gave away. It was not much. It was not much, but I gave $100 away. I can give you the number WhatsApp. Why would I want WhatsApp? Send me the money through here. Send me the money through Cash App, bro. But it's good though. It's good though. If your inventions, So what's up? So let's do. If you have patents for your invention, let's do a YouTube, and let's show your inventions. And who knows? It may boom. It may hit somebody. It may go, wow, I like that. Let's do a live on your invention, as long as they're patented, because you don't want to put something that's not patented and someone sees that they take. You want to give me the patent number? Well, I don't want the patent number. I want you to tell me what you have patented. And I want to know when you're gonna hit me up with some of that money, bro. Look, I got a guy right here, bro. Super chat, Cash App, whichever you want to go, man. Because people with less money than you guys giving me, and what have I done? Flipped it and give it, and I passed it on. The only money that I didn't pass on was the money that I got for my car when I wrecked it. Everything else, I had passed it on. So this is your patent number. What is it? A self-induced vibrator for men only? Free online patent search. Okay, so let's go free online patent search. It better be a cool patent, bro. It better be a cool invention because it was whack. I'm gonna tell you it's whack, bro. Oh boy, use the patent search for free. Thank you. And the phone number is 336-233-6644. Updating. Get started. Okay. Here we go. Let me get that patent number here. I ain't Omi, bro. What you mean ain't Omi? Omi never gave me nothing, bro. At least if Omi would have given me something, I would have said, Omi, as much as I chastised Omi, as much as I did this to Omi, Omi hit me up with something. But Omi never gave me nothing. So what's up? Hit something off, bro. 49, 935. 49, 935, 49. 49, 935. He's doing his search, the patent search. Let's see what it comes up with. I hope it's something cool, because if it's not cool, I'm going to be pissed off that I spent 30 seconds or even a minute looking for this crap. I'm just waiting. Wow. Patent search. Free patent search. Search for existing patent. And I put 107-49935. And it's still searching. That's how whack it is, bro. It's supposed to come up like this, clean. It's still searching, bro. What's wrong with this, man? Let me go to another patent search because that one sucked. Let's see the U.S. government, USPTO. This you should have given me the link and then give me the thing. That's how smart you are. Patent. Query, I don't know. Patent number 10749. One zero zero 499 49935. That's where I'm at now. Because you didn't tell me to go there, chump. So you got a patent of file transfer? So what's your so you patented a file transfer. So what's so great about your file transfer compared to others? And it better be good, bro. I just asked you what it's a file transfer application number, September, blah blah blah. It gave me the method of authenticating a pair of first and second electronic devices, each having associated software. The background of the invention. This invention relates generally to electronic file transfer. More particularly, it relates to a method of mobile device recognition and validation management, providing an action button on the interface of the mobile device software or application that, when held simultaneously with another device in close proximity, the software host will recognize, identify, and send initial identifying. But that's old, bro. Android could do that. A file transfer from my Samsung to my wife's Samsung. I just press file transfer and go. Boop. So did you do it for this device? Talk to me, bro. No, I'm not impressed yet, bro. Because anyone can do it file transfer. I can do that. I can send a virus in your computer right now. You wouldn't even know it. So no, that was not impressive. But it was not impressive, but I do say congratulations. Because you have it, you have a patent. So at least you're doing something with yourself. Besides playing with yourself, but you're doing something with yourself. Because that's all you throw is blanks, because you blanks for men. That was hilarious. That was funny. Yeah, bro. So I've been here an hour and 17 minutes. I'm gonna let you guys go. I do apologize for the Peter not coming on, but hey, we had a good time, right? We talked about all time blanks. At least I got to learn that one of my subscribers is an inventor. Wow. Peace. You wish my IQ was like 80.